Welcome back to the 2014 Miss Bermuda Pageant.
All right, guys, we're about to announce the top 5 contestants. After we announce the contestants, the remainder will leave the stage. And the top 5 will be asked a final question from the judges.
When you hear your parish called, take a step forward and stay there. In no particular order. Sands, Lillian Lightbourne.
Miss St. George, Sierra Miners.
Miss Pembroke, Lady Carmela Robinson.
Miss Southampton, Kianda Pierman Watson. There is only one more space remaining.
And that spot goes to Devonshire, Kosi Lynn Simmons.
Put your hands together one more time for the top 5 contestants, Miss Bermuda 2014.
Okay, girls, at this time, if you can... Can you girls go back to where you were before you move forward? Thanks.
At this time, ladies, you're going to be asked your question from all of our judges. You're going to come here, take one of these, read out the number of your judge, and they'll read out the question. We're going to start. I don't want to be rude in the dungeon. I'm not going to be like you tonight. All right, we're going to start with Miss Sands. Your judge is Liz Pimentel.
I just want to start by actually congratulating all of you on stage, so well done.
Hold on, Ms. Pimentel. We want you to speak in the mic. Thanks.
Great, thank you. Lillian, if there was one thing you could change about our wonderful island, what would it be and why?
One thing I could change about our island, it wouldn't be the environment or the landscape. However, I would change the pride of our country. Growing up as a kid, I didn't learn the national anthem. I didn't get to learn that much about the history of our country. But I believe that it would make a huge difference in our youth today. If we teach them more about our country, it would give them pride, more Bermuda pride. I live in New York City and I see the pride that Americans have for their country. And just being abroad, it gives me so much pride to be a Bermudian. But I wish that more young Bermudians could experience that themselves, like people abroad do, just have that pride that they share. So we can first start off by first teaching our kids that Bermuda is amazing, learn the national anthem, teach them the history of our country, because that would make a huge difference in our youth. There's so much violence, there's so much crimes, a lot of death is going on right now. I believe that would change if those children have more pride in themselves and in their country. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Miss Sands. Coming up next, we have the real Miss Pembroke. Your judge is DJ Chubb.
Good evening.
Good evening to you. Once again, I would like to say congratulations to all the contestants that performed tonight and were up there tonight, so you all give them a round of applause. My question is pretty basic. As I am a DJ in Bermuda, I would like to know, what would you do to improve the musical industry here?
The music industry in Bermuda is phenomenal. I believe that our island has many artists that are talented and can go off into an international platform. And to improve the music industry, I would have to say to go out into the community and help fund the situation, because many of our artists are just working or they're working part-time and they need funding for their art. Music is an art, and I believe that if we do help provide for those artists, that they can become accomplished in the music industry. And I believe that Bermuda is a lovely island with lovely music. Bermuda is another world, 700 miles at sea. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Miss Pembroke. Coming up next, we have Miss Devonshire. You have Donna Buddington.
Good evening.
What are your expectations if you actually win this contest?
My expectations, if I win Miss Bermuda 2014, would be to become a relatable role model for our young women as well as our young men. I feel that Bermuda needs a younger role model for especially the developing youth to relate to and feel that they can come to and speak to about everything. Yes, older role models are sometimes wiser, and I'm not going against them. However, I do feel sometimes, speaking from experience, it is much easier to talk to someone who's closer in your age. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Miss Devonshire. Up next, we have Miss Southampton. You have Tori Simons.
Good evening.
Good evening. First of all, I want to thank all you guys for cheering up for here tonight. This is a wonderful thing for our country. These girls need to be given a bigger round of applause. Okay, my question to you is, what is the biggest challenge that our Bermuda youth face today, and why?
The biggest challenge I think that our youth face today is that people don't believe in them. I understand as a young person it's hard because there's so much violence out in our country, and people think that it's all of our young people, but it's actually just a few. Our young people are so talented, and we just need to believe in them. We need to encourage our young people to live out to their full potential. We need to reach that young girl who's doubting herself, and we just need to say, look, I believe in you. As a young person, I understand what you're going through, and I'm here to help you.
Thank you, Ms. Southampton. And next up, we have Ms. St. George. You have Mrs. Gina Spence.
Good evening to all of the beautiful ladies up there, and congratulations for participating and following your dreams to be a part of the Miss Bermuda pageant. My question to you, Ms. St. George, is what is the most important advice that you've been given, and how has that helped to shape and mold you as a young woman?
Okay, good evening, everyone. The most important advice that I have had given to me is always be yourself. Always be true to who you are, follow your own morals, but be open-minded that other people are not going to have the same morals as you. So always accept people for who they are and work with them the best you can in that situation, and stay true to who you are. Stay true to who you are, because that's the easiest thing you can do. That's the first thing that people are going to see when they meet you, and it's something that you can consistently do. You can't mess up if you are yourself, and everyone has something great about themselves. Everyone has a talent. Everyone is special, and everyone needs to show that. Don't try and be someone you're not. Don't try and be the girl next to you, because if you believe in yourself, other people are going to believe in you too. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. St. George. Put your hands together for our top 5 contestants. And ladies, I want to personally tell all of you that you did a phenomenal job in interview and also answering those questions. Bermuda, we have educated, beautiful women. Thank you so much, ladies. At this time, we are going to acknowledge a very special lady who has represented Bermuda for the last year. And I got to tell you,
It's not Gary.
You're not her. I have to tell you that I did a fundraiser for Big Brothers Big Sister Bermuda, and I contacted the organizer of the Miss Bermuda pageant. I said, I would like to have Miss Bermuda participate. She goes, oh, let me talk to her. Next thing you know, we had Miss Bermuda jumping over in a full gown, tiara, and heels in Hamilton Harbor. That's the type of Miss Bermuda that we've had for the year of 2013. I think we should give her a round of applause. She has such a special personality. And of course, she is our reigning queen, Miss Bermuda 2013, none other Miss Catherine Armfield.
Opportunity. But I was, and honestly, I still cannot believe it. From entering the Miss Bermuda pageant, I was provided with many opportunities to learn and thrive from a variety of different experiences, which has shown me how amazing Bermuda and its people truly are. From the moment I was crowned Miss Bermuda, my life changed for the better. I enjoyed many hours of preparation and support from the Miss World competition, and would personally like to thank Malika Trott-Seymour and all the Miss Bermuda crew for helping me every step of the way. British Airways for their generous gift to travel from Bermuda to London, A.S. Coopers for supplying me with all the clothing and accessories that I required for each day of the competition, Diane Whittaker for her guidance and coaching in helping me prepare for the Miss World event with her company IMA, Susan Tennant, owner of Inner Sanctum Burr Salon, for the lovely beauty treatments and for her advice on promoting my social media for the Miss World competition, Regina Simmons for creating such a gorgeous evening gown, John Barrett & Son for the year's supply of mineral water, Goslings for the Magnum of Champagne, and Orchid and Guilty Pleasures for their gift certificates. And a special thanks to the Royal Gazette, News, and the Bermuda Sun for your constant coverage of my journey, particularly at the Miss World competition. Lastly, I would like to thank my parents, my family, my friends, and for everyone who supported me and been so kind. I'm truly grateful for the endless number of letters, emails, Facebook entries, and phone calls of congratulations and support throughout the year. Arriving at the Miss World competition in Bali at the age of 17 and being one of the youngest competitors, I began the most challenging, exciting, and fulfilling month of my life. The competition was anything but easy, but it was worth every single second. It was a huge sense of achievement and realizations that whatever I put my mind to, I can achieve if I persevere and give it my all. Although beauty pageants may seem glamorous, I promise you at times they are anything but. A normal day consisted of 16 to 18-hour days filled with non-stop dance rehearsals, television interviews, fitness sessions, social functions, photo shoots, and cultural outings. Although hard work, we enjoyed ourselves immensely, appearing before a worldwide television audience of 2.4 billion people in the final event on the 28th of September 2013 is something I will forever treasure in my memory. It was a thrill and an honor to have been selected 12th in the People's Choice online voting, and to everyone who voted, thank you so much. I had the privilege of meeting many influential people of all nationalities and enjoyed representing my country to the best of my ability. It was a challenge to keep at the top of one's game, always presentable, and I was always very conscious that I was being judged by a huge panel of judges every single day. I particularly enjoyed educating my fellow competitors about Bermuda and reinforced over and over again how proud I am to be Bermudian and how much this island means to me. I now have 127 new friends from around the world. I cannot hear a name of country without remembering the girl I met. I also have become very close with some of the girls, for example Miss Jamaica, Miss Gibraltar, Miss Finland, and Miss Bahamas, who I talk to constantly. From Miss World in Bali to Saltus Grammar School in a matter of hours was quite a transformation, but it was lovely to be home and see my friends and family again. I have continued my Miss Bermuda duties happily throughout the year. Some of the events are visiting schools and various clubs. The children seemed to love my visits, and it was a delight to be with them, sharing my experiences and letting them know the importance of being confident and having self-pride. Visiting nursing homes, delivering poppies to war veterans, which was a very fulfilling and humbling experience. Everywhere I was received by a pleasant, caring welcome, and everybody wished to share their lives with me, which was very interesting. There is so much to learn from our senior citizens. Various Bermuda tourism events and photo shoots. I particularly enjoyed taking part in the Christmas and May 24th parades, and to witness how much Bermudians enjoy these events, especially the children. Appearing on the front cover of Bermuda Bliss magazine, speaking at the father-daughter dinner dance for Big Brothers and Big Sisters, modelling as a bride twice in one day with 2 different grooms at the Garden Club of Bermuda event, a May wedding, which was truly memorable. I've enjoyed being involved in charity events, for example Bermuda Heart Foundation, Big Brothers and Big Sisters, in which I have jumped into the Hamilton Harbour to raise money for charity. All of these experiences help me feel like I'm giving something back to Bermuda after it's done so much for me. If I could, I would stay Miss Bermuda forever, but I cannot. I know these girls have spent months training and preparing for the moment, and to me you're all winners. I wish the new Miss Bermuda all the luck in the world. You'll have a great time. In closing, I would like to say I'll never forget this year, and I will take the experience and knowledge of it with me everywhere I go. Thank you, Bermuda, for everything. I promise you I will always remember my year as Miss Bermuda 2013.